friends, this is Shom Bera, consultant optometrist from India. Today I am going to tell you about the relationship between blue light with your eyes and how the blue light affect in our eyes. Let's start with it. Visible light is much more complex than you might think. Stepping outdoor into sunlight, flipping on a wall switch indoors, turning on your computer, phone or other digital device, all of these things result in your eyes being exposed to a variety of visible and sometimes invisible light rays that can have a range of effects. Most people are aware that sunlight contains visible light rays and also invisible ultraviolet rays that can tan or burn the skin. But what many don't know is that the visible light emitted by the sun comprise a range of different colored lights rays that contain different amount of energy. So what is blue light? Sunlight contains red, orange, yellow, green and blue light rays and many shades of each of these colors depending on the energy and wavelength of the individual rays, also called electromagnetic radiation. Combined, this spectrum of colored lights create what we call white light or sunlight. So the light spectrum. Without getting into complicated physics, there is an inverse relationship between the wavelength of light rays and the amount of energy they contain. Light rays that have relatively long wavelength contains less energy and those with short wavelength have more energy. Rays on the red end of the visible light spectrum have longer wavelength and therefore they are less energy. Rays on the blue of the spectrum have shorter wavelength and more energy. The electromagnetic rays just beyond the red end of the visible light spectrum are called infrared. They are warming but invisible. On the other end of the visible light spectrum, blue light rays with the shortest wavelength and highest energy are sometimes called blue-violet or violet light. This is why the invisible electromagnetic rays just beyond the visible light spectrum are called ultraviolet or UV radiation. The peril and benefits of UV. UV rays have higher energy than visible light rays, which makes them capable of producing changes in the skin that create a suntan. In fact, the bulbs in tanning booths emit a controlled amount of UV radiation specially for this reason. But too much exposure to UV cause a painful sunburn and even worse can lead to skin cancer. These rays also can cause sunburned eyes, a condition called photokeratitis or snow blindness. But ultraviolet radiation in moderation also had beneficial effects such as helping the body manufacture adequate amount of vitamin D. Generally, scientists say the visible light spectrum comprises electromagnetic radiation with wavelength ranging from 380 nanometers on the blue end and the spectrum to about 700 nanometer on the red end. Blue light is generally defined as visible light ranging from 380 to 500 nanometer. Blue light sometimes is further broken down into blue-violet light, roughly 380 to 450 nanometer, and blue turquoise light, roughly 450 to 500 nanometer. So approximately 1/3 of all visible light is considered high energy visible or blue light. Key point about blue light. Like ultraviolet radiation, visible blue light, the portion of the visible light spectrum with the shortest wavelength and highest energy, has both benefits and danger. Here are important things you should know about blue light. First, blue light is everywhere. Sunlight is the main source of blue light, and being outdoors during daylight is where most of us get most of our exposure to it. But there are also many man-made indoor sources of blue light, including fluorescent light and LED lighting and flat screen or LCD or LED television. Most notably, the display screen of computers, electronics, notebooks, smartphones and other digital devices emits significant amount of blue light. The amount of blue light these devices emits is only a fraction of that emitted by the sun. But the amount of time people spend using these devices and the proximity of the screen to the user's face have many eye doctors and other healthcare professionals concerned about possible long-term effect of blue light on eye health. Second, high energy visible light rays make the sky look blue. The short wavelength, high energy light on the blue end of the visible light spectrum scattered more easily than other visible light rays. When they strike air and water molecules in the atmosphere, the higher degree of scattering of these rays is what make a cloudless sky look blue. Third, the eye is not very good at blocking blue light. Anterior structure of the adult human eye, the cornea and the lens, are very effective at blocking ultraviolet rays from reaching the light sensitive rear, means retina, at the back of the eyeball. In fact, less than 1% of UV radiation from the sun reaches in the retina, even if you are not wearing sunglasses. Keep in mind though that sunglasses that blocks 100% of UV are essential to protect this and other part of the eye from damage that could lead to cataract, snow blindness and pinguicula and or pterygium and even cancer. On the other hand, virtually all visible light passes through the cornea and lens and reaches the retina. Fourth, blue light exposure may increase the risk of macular degenerations. The fact that blue light penetrates all the way to the retina, the inner lining of the back of the eye, is important because laboratory studies have shown that too much exposure to blue light can damage light sensitive cell in the retina. This causes changes that resemble those of macular degenerations, which can lead to permanent vision loss. Although more research is needed to determine how much natural and man-made blue light is too much blue light for the retina, many eye care providers are concerned that the added blue light exposure from computer screen, smartphone and other digital device might increase a person's risk of macular degenerations later in life. Fifth, blue light contributes to digital eye strain. Because short wavelength, high energy blue light scatters more easily than other visible light, it is not as easily focused when you are looking at computer screen and other digital device that emits significant amount of blue light. This unfocused visual noise reduces contrast and can contribute to digital eye strain. Research has shown that lenses that block blue light with wavelength less than 450 nanometer, blue violet light, increase contrast significantly. Therefore, computer glasses with yellow tinted lenses may increase comfort with your viewing digital devices for extended period of time. Sixth, blue light protection may be even more important after cataract surgery. The lens is in the adult human eye blocks nearly 100% of the sun's UV rays. As part of normal aging process, the eye's natural lenses eventually block some short wavelength blue light as well. The type of blue light most likely to cause damage to the retina and lead to macular degenerations and vision loss. If you have cataracts and are about to have a cataract surgery, ask your surgeon what type of intraocular lens, means IOL, will be used to replace your cloudy natural lenses and how much blue light protection the IOL provides. After cataract surgery, you might benefit from eyeglasses that have lenses with specific blue light filter, especially if you spend long hours in front of a computer screen or using other digital devices. Not all blue light is bad. So, is all blue light bad for you? Why not block all blue light all the time? Bad idea. It's well documented that some blue light exposure is essential for good health. Researchers have shown that high energy visible light boosts alertness, help memory to cognitive function and elevated moods. In fact, sometimes called light therapy is used to treat seasonal affective disorder, a type of depression that related to changes in seasons, with symptoms usually beginning in the fall and continuing through the winter. The light sources for this therapy emit bright white light that contains a significant of high energy visible blue light rays. Also, blue light is very important in regulating circadian rhythm, the body's natural wakefulness and sleep cycle. Exposure to blue light during daytime hours help maintain a healthful circadian rhythm, but too much blue light late at night, reading a novel on a tablet, computer or e-reader at bedtime, for example, can disrupt this cycle, potentially cause sleepless night and daytime fatigue. Blue light filters and protective eyewear. If you are using your phone constantly, especially if you use it primarily for texting, emailing and web browsing, a conventional way to reduce your blue light exposure is to use a blue light filter. These filters are available for smartphones, tablets and computer screens and prevent significant amount of blue light emitted from this device from reaching your eyes without affecting the visibility of the display. Some are made with the template glasses that are protect your device's screen from scratches also. As mentioned above, computer glasses also can be helpful to reduce the blue light exposure for computers and other digital devices. These special purpose glasses are available without an eyeglass prescription if you have no need for vision correction, or if you have routinely wear contact lenses to correct your eyesight, or they can be specially prescribed to optimize your vision specifically for the distance from which you view your device. If you have presbyopia, routinely wear progressive lenses or bifocal, prescription computer glasses with single vision lenses give you the additional benefit of a much larger field of view for seeing your entire computer screen clearly. Keep in mind though that this type of computer eyewear is exclusively for seeing objects with arm's length and cannot be owned for driving or other distance vision needs. Also, a number of lenses manufacturers have introduced special glare reducing anti-reflective coating that also block blue light from both natural sunlight and digital device. You also may want to consider photochromatic lenses which provide seamless protection from UV and blue light both indoors and outdoors, and also automatically darken in response to UV rays. Outdoors to increase comfort and reduces glare. So ask your eye specialist or optician about which type of vision correction and lens features best suit your needs for viewing your computer and other digital device and protecting your eyes from blue light. So friends, this is all about blue light. Please be careful if you are using computer or mobile more than 1 or 2 hours. Please go for an eye checkup and take a suggestion from your eye specialist. So friends, this is all about blue light and eyes. Please listen to this video carefully. If you like our videos, please like, share and subscribe us. Stay safe, stay healthy. Bye.